Good morning, all. Happy Sunday. Whew. I worked yesterday. Holy moly, were we busy. We were busy. I don't mind being busy. I'd rather be busy than slow. I like to work for my pennies. You know, it's one of those things. Is it unfortunate, given the circumstances of corporate America and corporate greed and what it's done to the country in reference to how much people had to do for pennies when they work for corporate America? You know, big corporations, big stores like Walmart, Target, I mean, all kinds of different places, right? Most people don't make very much money by the hour, but they do a lot. They do a lot and get a little. And so, yeah, it is unfortunate. It's extremely unfortunate. But it's kind of the way that the cookie crumbles. The cookie crumbles. I saw this one video yesterday. I thought it was really, really good. It was talking about people that come from generational wealth, not having a full understanding of what it's like for people that are in generational poverty. It's two different scenarios. I thought it was a really good way of explaining the depiction of the difference of the two. People that come from generational wealth, people that are born into generational wealth, they don't quite have a full understanding of how it's like for people that are born into generational poverty, okay? And when you're born into generational poverty, you can kick the pavement, kick the bag, day in and day out, but you still don't make enough money to build an empire, in quotations, for your family, because you barely make enough to make ends meet based off the economy, based off what you do for a living. The world has been so built in a unique way where there's certain areas within this nation where you have the potential of making a lot of money, but on the other side of that, when you make a lot of money, there are different pieces within your soul that you have to give away, okay? For example, if you choose to go into the military. For example, if you choose to go into politics. For example, if you choose to go into the entertainment biz. For example, if you choose to go into the music biz. If you choose to become an attorney. If you choose to get into the judicial system. If you choose to get into the law system. Look at all these people in different ways. Have had to take little tiny bits of their soul away because of the things that they see, the things that they have to turn a blind eye to, things that they're threatened by. If you tell the truth, this is what we're going to do to you. This is what we're going to take away. I'm telling you, as well as I sit here and say there's millions upon millions that have to go through this. The amount of corruption and deception and threatening that is in this world right now is out of control. Just straight out of control. It's just going to take more people to stand up and just say, no, you're not going to do this to me. I don't care what you take away, but you're not going to do it. Period. I'd rather move with less and acquire more. In this world, you keep telling us that materialism and consumerism is the end-all be-all, okay? I'd rather move in less and walk out with my spirit, my soul intact, my morals and my values and my integrity and my ethics intact. I'd rather take that road than the road you're providing me. But it's just one of those things. You give people space. You give people space to get to that place in their walk. You give them space because you don't know. You don't know what's going on in their world. You don't know the upbringing. You don't know the different generational curses that have been placed on their family for generations. You don't know these things, and you dang sure don't know what they're being fed in the faith department. That's for 100%. You know, you just don't. So that came to me. Focusing on not everyone is like me. That is the biggest thing that I'm trying to focus on right now. That is where my focus is on, is recognizing that not everyone is like me. Everybody is individually different, and everybody sees things differently. Everybody's walked through different paths, and not everybody is on the moral statute of a pathway of the road less traveled like I am, and I get that. And so when I find myself in situations, and I find myself in circumstances, and I find myself in illusions, and I find myself in tactics, grounding myself and reminding myself, I'm not sure what they're in the middle of, but they are not like me. We are two different people. I'm going to give them space. I'm going to give them room to do whatever it is they got going on their end. I'm going to stay focused on my trajectory. I'm not going to allow them to take me to a lower level of being bitter, being angry, feeling like I have the whole world on my back, feeling like I can save them too. That's something I'm having to work on as well, recognizing I can't save everybody. I can't save anybody, truthfully. The only way that I can save people is by focusing on my inner peace, focusing on myself, focusing on my paths, focusing on my trajectory. When you find a place of inner peace within yourself, within your religious walk, within your spirituality, it seeps out of you. It seeps out of you. Your aura, your energy speaks for itself. In a lot of cases, you walk into a room, you don't need words. You don't need them. And it's just the truth. It just is the truth. When you get to that place in your walk, when you walk in such inner peace of knowing who you are, what you stand for, what you stand on, nothing's going to take that away, no matter who is surrounded by you, no matter what stones are thrown at you indivisibly, no matter what trajectory you're on, right? All that stuff is just exterior noise. It's just exterior chaos to get you to look over here, take you off your beaten path. Don't allow it to. At that point, when you do, and it starts taking away your inner peace, that's when you're allowing it to win. To win, as we like to say, win or lose. And being as so many people are playing a game, it's like, no, there's no games being played here. And so recognizing that not everybody is like you is a big portion of it too. You were individually made the way that you are to think how you think. And you've got to find that sweet spot within yourself. Within yourself. You got to own your truth. You got to own your faults. You got to own that you're not always right, you're not always wrong. But you know deep within your heart of hearts, deep within your soul, that you're on the right side of right. You're on the good side of good. And just sit back and watch the empires fall as they do, as they are. Grab your popcorn, and give prayer and give peace to what's happening in this world right now. 2 soldiers recently lost their lives in this freaking war. I watched Covenant last night with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies based off a true story. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. And so much of it made me think about different areas that we're walking into right now, where we have soldiers, we have our troops over there in this foreign land fighting somebody else's fight, losing their lives. And the only reason why they're all over there right now, let me just explain to you why they're all over here. Yes, it's to fight for freedom. Yes, it's to fight for our country. Yes, it's to fight for patriotism and all these different things. Yes, it's to do what they signed up for, because 99% of our soldiers out there on the front lines move with integrity and ethics. They do. It's the ones that are leading them that don't. And they're fighting for their families. They're fighting for the families so they can eat, so they can have a roof over their heads. They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They have to go. When they're told to go, they have to go. And they're putting their lives at risk. Golly, I get so passionate about this. I've got chills. Because it just upsets me. It just upsets me what the hierarchy is doing. And we're all sitting back and we're watching and we're playing into the game. People have very big power, very big influence that have the ability to change things, and they're choosing not to because they're playing the game. Because they like their money. They like their empire. And it's like, golly, this is not a game. This world was not designed to be a game. We have people's lives being lost on a daily basis because people are choosing to play the game that have the ability not to play it. That are in the free markets,